Another one of my all-time favorites, Spider-Man. I'm starting to figure out that a lot of my all-time favorite heroes had 90s cartoons. Let's get to the video.
Everybody loves a hero.
People line up for them, cheer them, scream their names, and years later they'll tell how they stood in the rain for hours just to get a glimpse of the one who taught him to hold on a second longer. I believe there's a hero in all of us.
Guys, I'm Grabby here, and this is a Marvel Strike Force video. In this video, I'm gonna go into Spider-Man. Actually, I'm using Spider-Man to hop back into status effects. On top of that, I'm kind of using them to get into the Spider-Verse characters as well. So in my previous videos, you saw that I began on status effects. Didn't cover them all. Also found another resource, which is the resource I should have been using in the first place, because the resource I was using before, which was the fandom site, was actually outdated. So it did have, the status effects are kind of a that won't change thing, but characters, game modes, things of that nature, they do. So this other resource, which I'll just show now, just marvelstrikeforce.com, kind of straightforward. And I was speaking to someone from Marvel Strike Force, and they indicated that this site was because the other site did so well that they decided to go ahead and make it a site. So this is what I'm going to be using. And actually the big plus on this one is that they actually give you the icons. There is one of the negatives I have about this game. There's a lot of icons on a very small screen that I got to try to keep up with. So trying to learn those as well. But in any case, this is the website that I will be using from this point forward when I'm going through the status effects. Now I'm going to go through Spider-Man's kit because Spider-Man, one of my all-time favorites. We're going to get into the Spider-Verse. I have the Symbiote team. I did complete full disclosure. So I have the Symbiote team because I did that whole boost thing that you can get. That's how I also got the Uncanny X-Men, the Astonishing X-Men, and a couple of other teams that I can't remember right now. The Brotherhood and one other one, Dark Order, Black Order. Another one too. Anyway, I did do those. Part of trying to get things ready for the channel so I can create content for you guys. Anyway, at least that's what I was saying. No, I don't have a problem with spending money on a game. So we're going to go ahead and just get directly into his kit. Now, one of the things I've said in the previous videos, and this is what I'm learning as I go through the game as well, is that team synergies matter a lot. A lot of synergies are very, very big in this game. So as I go to the kit, I'm going to go ahead and go through the next characters in the Spider-Verse and then try to see how they relate. And as I come across certain effects that I did not cover in previous videos or that I'm not fully confident in, I'm going to go back to the website and check it there. Now, Agile Attack. Attack primary target for 220% damage. Chain up to one adjacent character for 150% damage. 50% chance to gain evade. In raids, which is a different game mode for you guys, 70% chance to gain evade. So it's a 77, 50% chance. Counterattack breaks this chain. Oh, so if somebody counterattacks in the first and the chain gets broken, but it only goes up to one. And then is a plus 50% damage to primary and secondary targets, plus 10% chance on the evade. So it'd go to 80 and 60, and then the 50 would be 270 and 200. All right, so there's that if it was level 7. Web Slinger. Attack primary target for 90% damage plus 50% drain. I did not know that. And actually, I'll go check that later. Plus chain chain to 3 to 4 adjacent targets for 150% damage plus 50% drain. Apply defense down and slow. So the defense down is 50% decrease in defense and in resistance, I believe, and slow is 50% slower to each target for 2 turns. This attack cannot be counter-attacked. And then the damage will go up by 10% for the primary and secondary targets, and the chain to 5 adjacent targets, not 3 to 4, once I get it up to level 7. Okay, so now drain is just that you get the amount that you drain back on the hero, so that's all good. Tangled Web. Attack primary target for 440% damage. That would be 500% damage if I had that up to level 7. Apply stun. Apply slow. Gain 100% extra focus for this attack, for this action. So I will. So the slow So you know the focus just allows you a better chance of applying that debuff, that negative status effect that you're trying to get onto the enemy. So plus 100% extra focus, we like to see it, just double up the focus. And that means you're more likely to apply the slow and also the stun then, for that matter. And then the passive ability, Spidey Sense, in raids. Oh, I mean, yeah, but the passive is just strictly for raids. I'm not a fan of. When a negative effect is applied to an enemy, apply a random positive effect to all web warrior allies from this list. Defense up, offense up, speed up, deflect. So apply a random status effect. So it's either going to be defense up, offense up, speed up, or deflect. One of those. And then offense up, defense up. That's just 50% up offense, 50% up defense, and resistance on the defense up. And then the speed up is going to be, I think it's 25%. Let me go back. Let me go back, just to be on the safe side. Boom. So the speed up, we get down there. Yeah, plus 50% speed. And then we also have the offense up, which would be right there in front of me if I could move I need two screens. 50% up on offense and 50% up on focus. That's what I was missing. And then the defense up is 50% up on defense, 50% up on resistance. And deflect means it's just deflecting damage. You take no damage. All right, so that is his. Now here's the thing. His synergy seemed to be more like you should use him in raids, right? It's not really gearing towards any other characters per se. You want to use him in raids, apparently. That's what I get. All right, and then also, one thing that I should take note of, he's a web warrior, he's in the Spider-Verse, war ready, whatever that means, and then brawler. War ready means he can be used in war, I guess. And then a brawler. Okay, so then let's go back. Now here's one thing I need to make a distinction for. Oh, wow, Spider-Verse. My bad. I only went like to here because I was only going to really focus on the symbiotes. These guys up here, Scream and Venom. And then the others I wasn't going to pay attention to. However, I'm wondering if I go to Web Warriors, will that include villains? Just to check. Web Warriors. Nope, it'll only include Spider-Man, Miles, who I just got yesterday. Just unlocked him yesterday. Can't wait to get him leveled up and start up. But yeah, so it's only the heroes. I have to stick to the Spider-Verse if I want to do the symbiotes. Oh, or just go to symbiotes. So now that we've covered Spider-Man, let's cover Spider-Man symbiote. Also a brawler in the Spider-Verse, war ready. So now let's just go through his kit. I have him a bit more leveled up. All right, so now attack primary target with 210 damage on Symbiote Slinger. Apply defense down for 2 turns. Rebound to 2 adjacent targets for 170% damage. Apply defense down for 2 turns. So I have that already up to level 7. So whoa. And actually, here's what we do. Because I realized this last time, and Joyson, you don't have to cut this. Me being a dum-dum, last time I went the switch and I didn't switch it back. So as you guys can see now, this is the symbiote roster. When I go to Web Warriors, I'm going to just go back real quick and then punish myself basically for not paying attention well enough. Go back to symbiotes. And then we go down here to the Web Warriors. Here you have just the heroes. Miles, like I said, I just unlocked yesterday. So hopefully it'll be months. But I want to get him leveled up. Ghost Spider, etc. But here's my other thing too. So that means that what's her name? Spider Weaver. Is she a villain? I thought that she was, and now we're gonna go back to the Spider-Verse real quick. I thought that she would be a hero. Hero, global, mystic, protector, Spider-Verse. Okay, tangled web. She is not. All right, she's not a web warrior, apparently. This is just all Spider-Verse, so that does include all the villains and everything, which I'm not focusing on them. Plus, I don't have them level up enough to be able to say, I've used them and here's how I'm using them. However, with the symbiotes, even though like most of my symbiotes are level 65 and they're not that high up, I have used them in a lot of different scenarios that have been nice. All right, so now, Spider-Man symbiote. Back to it. So, As I said before, it's full level 70, so primary target, 210 damage, defense down for 2 turns, rebound to 2 adjacent targets, 170% damage, plus defense down for 2 turns on those adjacent targets. So you're putting defense down on 3 different targets. This attack cannot be countered, so you can't hit me back. No hitbacks. Attack primary and adjacent targets for 210% damage. Up once on Spider Slingshot. There we go. Up. See? Already. On Spider Slingshot. Each target has all negative effects prolonged by the duration of 1 plus 50% chance to apply bleed to each target. So this kind of makes me want to run Spider-Man Symbiote with a hero that lays down negative status effects. If I had this level 70, it'd be plus 40 damage to primary and adjacent targets, so that'd be 300 damage. Always apply bleed to each target, whether they have a debuff, a negative status effect, or not. And then I still like that whole prolonging negative status effects by 1 more turn. All right. On to Web Slam. Attack primary target for 300% damage, apply stun. Attack all other enemies for 220% damage, apply slow to all targets. This attack is unavoidable and cannot be blocked. We like to see that. Plus 40% damage to primary and secondary targets, so that take it up to 340 and 260. Apply slow to all targets for 2 turns. So that slow would last for 2 turns instead of just 1. Okay, and now here's the thing. As I said, and then you guys saw it on the Uncanny X-Men. Oh, here we go. You guys saw it on the Uncanny X-Men video where there were a lot of heroes that had synergies with others, multiple others. And with the first 2 I've done in this whole video, they haven't had a lot, but here we go. We're getting into some. In raids, they like Spider-Man in raids. And Dark Dimension. When a negative status effect is applied to an enemy, heal self and all hero, Spider-Verse, and symbiote allies for 3% of this character's max health. Now, this is making me want to run him with debuffs as well. Gain plus 100% drain. Symbiote allies gain plus 100% drain. I mean, I like this ability. And then upgrade to level 5. Gain plus 20% max health for self. Hero, Spider-Verse, and symbiote allies. That seems nuts, man. So I want to run them with debuffers, those that apply negative status effects, and symbiotes. And then heroes from the Spider-Verse, so they can get that as well. So, okay. I'm liking him. I'm liking him a lot. I want to run him with those who lay down negative status effects. Now let's go back. Now we have Anti-Venom, Carnage, Venom, and Scream. And Agent Venom, who I do not have unlocked. Who do I want to go with here? Actually, you know what? Let's go to Venom. Nah, let's go to Anti-Venom. Let's go to a hero. All right, so Anti-Venom, who I had never heard of, and I gotta say I fell out of the Spider-Verse. I didn't read as many Spider-Man comic books. My bad. But, so I never had knowledge of Anti-Venom until this game. That's on me. That's on me. Having to be an adult, I don't get to read as many comics as I want to. Now, attack primary target for 200 plus damage, apply bleed, and opposite of 1 random status effect on this character to the primary target. I need to read that again because that sounds weird, and I was thinking about something else. Anti-Venom is the one that I've taken up to level 80 because without actually reading through his kit, I saw how much he was helping my team survive, reviving, giving out a lot of heals. I could see that when I was running auto on the game. And so now I'm actually kind of eager to read through his kit and see how this works. Now, if he's applying a negative status effect, that means great. I want to run him with Spider-Man Symbiote plus symbiotes. Attack primary target with 200 plus damage, plus apply bleed, and the opposite of a random status effect on this character to primary target. So if I have, and then I'm going to go ahead and go to the status effects real quick because we talked about opposites before. So let's just go ahead and cover that now a little bit more. And they do have it set up kind of nice here. So if we have, if Anti-Venom has, where was it? I was trying to look for the heal. Not taunt, because he probably won't have taunt. I don't ever want him to have taunt. Minor deflect, safeguard, regeneration, fine. If he has regeneration, which I think he does give to himself, if he has regeneration, then he's going to apply bleed to the enemy target, which is nice. He's going to apply bleed to the enemy target if he has regeneration. If he has evade, he's going to apply bleed to the enemy target. If he has deflect, he's going to apply bleed to the enemy target. If he has immunity, he's going to apply disrupt to the enemy target. I like that. I like that a lot. Something honest, and mostly because it's different. It's something different. I like that. I like when things are like a little bit unique. Maybe it's not. Maybe it's just something I haven't seen in games before, but I do like that. Heal the most injured non-summon ally for 5% of this character's max health and clear heal block. So I'll heal them, the most injured non-summon, on that A1. 5% of this character's max health and remove heal block if they have a heal block. We like to see it. I like to see it. Okay, here we go. On to the next. Antiseptic. Heal all allies by 15% of this character's max health. Oh, sorry. Clear heal block on all allies. Apply immunity to all allies, which means we can't get any negative status effects. Then heal all allies for 15% of this character's max health. I like that. Revive a dead symbiote ally with 30% base health. If there are no symbiote allies to revive, gain 3 ability. So he only revives symbiotes, and that was the thing I didn't notice because I was only running symbiotes. I was just running a full symbiote team because I was like, hey, if team synergies matter, that was one of the first things I heard when watching other content creators. And I just have a whole team of symbiotes, just run them together. Now the next step is to take those, well, there's a few, take them up to level 80 so they can run together for real, because now only my Spider-Man symbiote and my Anti-Venom are level 80. The rest are 65. Maybe Venom should be next. All right, so that is Antiseptic. Now on to Deadly Cure. Oh, wait, an Antiseptic, let me go back. Plus 5% healing, so that'd be 20% heal once I get that. Up to level 7, revive a dead symbiote ally with 60% base. That's nice. I want to do that now. That's really nice. Okay, so now on to Deadly Cure. Gain the opposite of all negative status effects, excluding bleed, on the primary target. So if the primary target is heavily debuffed, ton of negative status effects, I'm going to get the opposite of all those status effects except for bleed, because I guess bleed is the opposite of 30 different positive status effects. Attack primary target for 250% damage, plus 100% drain, gain regeneration, spread 2 random positive effects on self to other allies, and then when that's level 7, plus 50% damage to primary target, so that'll go up to 300. Gain 2 regenerations, spread all positive effects on self to all symbiote allies. That is no, I want that one immediately. I like Anti-Venom. I like him. I like him a lot. I like him. Maybe I should just, because I was going to just develop him until he was level 80 and then just run that way. Maybe I really need to just work on his abilities too. All right, anyway, passive. Wretched Healer. Okay. Clear on turn. Clear 1 negative effect from the most injured ally that has a negative effect. If that ally is a symbiote, clear 1 negative effect from all other symbiote allies with a negative effect. Gain regeneration. When this character drops below 50% max health, gain evade. I like Anti-Venom, yo, man. And I might even just give him this ISO 8 if I got the funds for it. I like him. I do like him a lot. And he's already level 80, so I think I could work on his gear, get that. Yeah, I think Anti-Venom, I wish there was, they already give you this so you can favorite, so you can kind of organize them. And as you can see, everybody else is 65. I may need to legit, focus on Venom, Anti-Venom. I like his kit a lot. And then I can run these two together, just Spider-Man Symbiote and Anti-Venom. Anti-Venom is laying down so many debuffs, and Spider-Man Symbiote seems to benefit from that greatly. So, all right, that covers Spider-Man Symbiote, and Anti-Venom. Next video, Venom, Carnage, and Scream. Thank you guys for watching. Please like, please subscribe. If you don't like it, then subscribe and hit dislike. I'm okay with that as well. See you guys next time.